Hi students, today I want to continue alkyl halides. We will start the preparation methods. Preparation methods. Preparation methods of alkyl halides. So alkyl halides preparation methods. In this first preparation method, that is from alcohols. Here from alcohols. In the preparation of alkyl halides from alcohols, here the first method we are having so many. That first one is called as a Groves method. Groves method, or it is also called as Groves process. Here Groves process or Groves method means what? Here we are taking an alcohol. This alcohol is treated with a concentrated HCl and in the presence of anhydrous zinc chloride. The concentrated HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride mixture is taken, then the alcohol is converted to alkyl chloride and H2O is formed. And the mixture of this concentrated HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride is also called as Lucas reagent. This is called as Lucas reagent. And this process is called as Groves method. So concentrated HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride is taken. In this, it is also used as a detection test. Detection test of alcohols. This method is also used as a detection test of alcohols or identification or separation test of alcohols. In this, first if you are taking the alcohol, suppose primary alcohols when we are taking. The primary alcohols, here alkyl halide precipitate is formed actually. The white precipitate of alkyl chloride. White precipitate is formed. Actually, white precipitate not formed at room temperature. Not formed at room temperature. RT means room temperature when we are taking a primary alcohol. Next, if we are taking a secondary alcohol, here if secondary alcohols are taken, the white precipitate is formed after 5 minutes, after a few minutes or after 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes the white precipitate is formed. Next, tertiary alcohols. Here if tertiary alcohols are taken, white precipitate, white turbidity or white precipitate is formed immediately. This is formed, white turbidity is formed immediately. Immediately the white turbidity or precipitate is formed. Okay, so basing on the reactivity order, we can say this, and from this reactions we can say tertiary alcohols are more reactive than secondary. Secondary alcohols are more reactive than primary alcohols. This is simply called as a Groves method, and we will take the details of this method. Actually, this is a nucleophilic substitution reactions. It is an example for SN reactions. Nucleophilic substitution reaction. Here Cl minus nucleophile is substituting of OH minus nucleophile. So a Groves method is considered as a nucleophilic substitution reaction. And in this nucleophilic substitution reactions, mainly we have two types. Mainly we are having so many types. But mainly if we consider nucleophilic substitution reactions are two types. About the details of these reactions we will give in the properties, but few points are required here also. So we will give that also. SN1, SN2, two types of nucleophilic substitution reactions are possible. In this first one is called as unimolecular nucleophilic substitution. Second one is called as a bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, I will give that details. Suppose if SN1 mechanism of this reaction is taken. SN1 means what I said, unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Generally, tertiary alcohols undergoes to SN1 reaction, primary alcohols undergoes to SN2 reaction. And here tertiary alcohols when we are taking, suppose this is R and this is R1, this is R2 and this is R3. And here we are taking an alcohol R1, R2, R3 means alkyl groups, right? From alkyl group, second type, third type alkyl groups, three different types of alkyl groups is present, and this is a tertiary alcohol. And in this reaction, first what happens means ZnCl2 will attacks on this. Here ZnCl2 means it is a Lucas reagent, it is requiring electron or it is acting as electron deficient electrophile. So this lone pair attacks on this ZnCl2 and so this is forming R1, R2 and R3, and here I am writing the OH group separately, and here now it has one lone pair only. Second lone pair is making a bond. Second lone pair is making a bond with ZnCl2. And now what happens is, the next step, this pair, this is getting positive charge. This pair of electrons are shifting onto this oxygen. So carbon is getting R1 and this is R2 and this is R3. Now carbon gets a positive charge. And the remaining compound is ZnCl2 minus and OH group is present. ZnCl2 minus and OH group is present. This is called as a tertiary carbocation. It is a tertiary carbocation. That tertiary carbocation is formed first in SN1 reaction. And this tertiary carbocation is attacked by the Cl minus ion. We are taking HCl that gives Cl minus ion. The Cl minus ion is a nucleophile. It can attack from either back side or from front side because it is a trigonal planar. It is sp2 hybridized and a trigonal planar shaped molecule. So it is attacked from either front side or from back side. Then if it is attacking from front side, so you will get a compound like R1 and this is R2 and this is R3 and here Cl is formed. Or if it is attacking from the back side, you will get R1 and this is R2 and this is R3 and here Cl attacking. So we are getting two compounds. The first compound is called as a retention compound. I will give the details later. And the second compound is called as inversion compound. And this mixture is called as a racemic mixture. Okay, this is SN1 reaction. Tertiary alcohols mainly undergoes to SN1 reaction via the formation of a tertiary carbocation. The main important thing is the reaction intermediate formed in this reaction is a tertiary carbocation. That is SN1 mechanism of this Bruce method we can take. Next, SN2 mechanism. Here SN2 mechanism or a bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Here this is mainly shown by the primary alcohols. Suppose a primary alcohol, I am taking an example of R, here C, H, and here it is D, and this is a OH group. D means you know no, what is D? D means a deuterium, heavy hydrogen. Okay, now this is reacting with ZnCl2. Here same thing happens. Here oxygen contains two lone pair and attacks on this. So first it is forming R, C, H and D, and here ZnCl2 it is making a bond. Here H, one lone pair, another lone pair, second lone pair is present, positive, and ZnCl2 it is getting negative charge. Now on this there is an attack of Cl minus. Here this is not released as a carbocation because it is forming a primary carbocation which is unstable. So the Cl minus ion attacks on the back side, from back side only, because already front side it is present, so that is repelled with this minus, Cl minus, so Cl minus can attack only from back side. And so here what is formed is R, and here H, and here D, and here the Cl minus new bond formation between Cl minus and C, and between OH this is a plus, and here ZnCl2 minus. The old bond dissociation occurs. The old bond dissociation occurs like it is forming a transition state. This is called as a transition state. This is known as a transition state. A transition state is formed. The transition state reaction intermediate is formed. It is not forming carbocation, and this transition state is unstable, and it immediately decomposes to give the final product. Here the final product, if you take, this is R, and here it is H, and here it is D, and here we have chlorine, and the remaining compound will come out as ZnCl2 minus and OH. This is the final product formed, and this is looking like opposite to the configuration of reactant, so this is inversion product. Mainly inversion product is formed in SN2 mechanism. Okay, this is SN1 SN2 mechanism to prepare alkyl halide or alkyl chloride from alcohol. So SN1 SN2, mainly SN1 reaction occurs when we are taking a tertiary alkyl halide. SN2 reaction occurs when we are taking a tertiary alcohol. SN2 reaction occurs when primary alcohols are taken. Okay. Order of reactivity. Order of reactivity of HX. If different hydrogen halides are present, which is more reactive means HF is less reactive than HCl, HCl is less reactive than HBr, HBr is less reactive than HI. Which forms a best nucleophile, or which is easily forms a nucleophile that is more reactive. HI forms I minus easily than HF, HCl and HBr. Next, preparation of alkyl bromides and alkyl iodides. How we can prepare only alkyl bromide, alkyl iodide. Here, for the preparation of alkyl bromide, preparation of alkyl bromide. Here we are taking ROH, which reacts with the HBr and the H2SO4 mixture. Here HBr and H2SO4 mixture is taken, and this HBr we are taking is 48% mainly, and H2SO4 is not actually participating in the reaction. We can write on the equation. Okay, so directly we can take the 48% HBr, and here it is forming RBr plus H2O. Or we can use ROH plus KBr and H2SO4 mixture. KBr and H2SO4 mixture. Here KBr and H2SO4 mixture will gives RBr plus KHSO4 plus H2O. Okay, so that is a alkyl bromide preparation method. In this reaction, preparation of alkyl iodide. So only alkyl iodide if you want, how we can prepare? Then alcohol is taken, it reacts with HI, but here 57% HI is used. Then it is forming alkyl iodide plus H2O. Or if a direct HI is not available, then alcohol is treated with Ki plus He3PO4. We are not using Ki and H2SO4 mixture. Please remember, this is not taken. Why it is not taken, we will give. So then what is formed here? Ri plus K H2PO4 plus H2O. Okay. So potassium iodide and H3PO4 mixture is taken. Not like KBr H2SO4. We are not taking Ki H2SO4 because Ki H2SO4 will give HI again. So that HI formed is converting, HI is converted by the H2SO4 into I2 again. Means HI is oxidized by this. So HI is oxidized by H2SO4 into iodine. So to prevent this reaction, actually, if you are taking H2SO4 instead of H3PO4, what happens means, first it is forming HI. HI is forming, okay. But HI will react with alcohol, mean, okay. But HI is not reacting with alcohol. HI is oxidized by the H2SO4 again into iodine. So, in this reaction, that is first forming HI and the remaining is KHSO4. Okay, the remaining is KHSO4. But this remaining HI if reacting with alcohol, okay, we will get the products. But HI is not able to react with alcohol because the former HI is itself, it is oxidized by the H2SO4 into iodine. So to prevent this reaction, we are not using sulfuric acid, we are using H3PO4 to get the alkyl iodide. So sometimes they may ask this reaction, why alcohols are not reacting with Ki and H2SO4 mixture to prepare alkyl iodide. Why we are not using this Ki and H2SO4 mixture? You please better to remember, Ki and H2SO4 combine to form HI and K2SO4. Okay, up to this reaction is okay. And if it is HI, this HI is first it forms KHSO4, next it forms K2SO4. Okay, two molecules reacting, so finally you will get K2SO4. This HI again reacts with H2SO4. Okay, then it is forming I2 plus H2O plus SO2. So to prevent the formation of iodine or oxidation of HI into iodine, we are not using the mixture of Ki and H2SO4. We are using the mixture of Ki and H3PO4 only, but not H2SO4. Next, preparation of alkyl halides from alcohol and phosphorus halides. Here alcohol and PX3 or with the PX5, PX3, PX5 and SOCl2. This SOCl2 I will use separately because it is an important reaction. Okay, suppose if an alcohol is taken, ROH It reacts with PX3. This is 3 molecules we need to take, and then it is forming RX plus, here 3 hydrogen atoms, 3 oxygen atoms are there, and 1 phosphorus is present. Then what is formed means H3PO3. H3PO4 is called as phosphoric acid or orthophosphoric acid. It is a phosphorus acid. Okay. And next, suppose if you are taking ROH plus PX5, then it is forming RX plus HX plus POX3. So this is a ROH, alcohol reaction with the phosphorus pentahalide. Simply I will give a reaction ROH plus PCl3, then gives RCl plus H3PO3, H3PO3. And if it is ROH plus PCl5, then it is giving RCl plus HCl plus POCl3, phosphorus oxychloride. Okay, this is the products for alcohol on reaction with PX3, PX5. If PX3, PX5 are not directly available, means suppose PCl3 or PBr3 are not directly possible, not directly available, then how they can be prepared means by mixing of phosphorus with chlorine, by mixing of phosphorus with bromine. Or PI3 also we can use here by mixing of phosphorus and iodine. Okay, so how we can get PCl3, PBr3, PI3 means directly if not available, then we are taking a phosphorus and chlorine mixture. Instead of giving this sometimes, then it gives or P plus X2 here also. Okay, so please remember, instead of giving this, they may give sometimes this. The reaction is the same. The reaction is same. The products are also same. Next important one, preparation from alcohol and thionyl chloride. Alcohol and thionyl chloride. Here thionyl chloride means SOCl2. In this there are two types, in the presence of pyridine, in the absence of pyridine. Okay. Here preparation of alcohols and preparation of alkyl halides from alcohols and thionyl chloride. Suppose if you are taking an alcohol here, if this is reacting with the thionyl chloride CSOCl2, then in the presence of pyridine, in the absence of pyridine, here PY I am writing. What is a PY means? PY is a pyridine or pyridine. So this pyridine or pyridine structure I will give. This is a pyridine. In the presence of pyridine, in the absence of pyridine, the reaction occurs without the pyridine, this one. In the presence of pyridine, what happens means it is SN2 reaction. In the absence of pyridine, it is SNI reaction. Okay, SN2 means I said no, it is a bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. SNI means it is a internal nucleophilic substitution reaction. Within the molecule, nucleophilic substitution occurs. Okay, here we will give the products basing on the reaction occurring. So first I am taking SNI reaction. Suppose if I am having R, suppose this is a H and this is a D, and here OH is present. Okay, please remember this. It is a chiral carbon atom and OH group is present. Here SOCl2 structure I am writing clearly. This is SOCl2 thionyl chloride structure. In the absence of pyridine I am showing. In the absence of pyridine means what? SNI reaction. Okay, here in the absence of pyridine what happens? First thing what is happening is chlorine and this hydrogen is eliminated. Minus HCl. Because of this what is the product? So here it is R and this is H and this is D. The remaining is single bond O. Okay, please remember this is single bond O. Next what is present? In between O and sulfur there is a bond formation. Here this is sulfur double bond O. And next SCl is also present already. So this is Cl. Okay, this is the product actually first form. I will write this one in a slightly different manner. Please observe. SOCl I am writing. So here this is right. Here this is a sulfur and here it is having double bond O and here it is having Cl. Okay, then I am writing anywhere you can write this like and here what happens means the Cl is having a nucleophilic nature and so the Cl will attack on this carbon atom. When Cl is attacking on the carbon atom, then this pair of electron, the single bond pair of electron shifts onto this. So what is the final product we are getting means C, R and H and D, and here what is attacking now? Chlorine. So we are getting a new bond between carbon and chlorine. And what happens here? This bond is dissociated. It means Cl is coming along with this electron pair. Here oxygen sulfur bond become double bond. So we are getting S double bond O2. So SO2 is molecule. Okay. So this is the product. So what is the final product means? Here the same configuration containing RHD, here RHD, here OH is on right side, Cl is now in right side. So this configuration is called as retention configuration. Retention configuration product. So retention product is formed. Means product configuration, reactant configuration is the same. Suppose reactant has a D configuration, product is also having D configuration. No change in the configuration. So this is called as retention product. So by the SNI reaction, what is the product formed means always retention product is formed. Retention product is formed. By the internal, here the reaction occurred is SNI, internal nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay. Next, same reaction with SN2 mechanism. SN2 means in presence of pyridine. In presence of pyridine, what is the mechanism happening? SN2. Here, what is the product? What we are getting this reaction mechanism? In this process, what happens is mainly carbon we are taking. Suppose here it is having R1 and here we are having hydrogen and here we are having a deuterium or any, suppose R2 is taken. Here we are having OH group. Then to this we are adding SOCl. In the first step what is happened is same as SNI mechanism. Minus HCl. Then the product formed is H, C, R1, R2 and here O and here it is S double bond O, Cl. In the next step what happens means pyridine we are having. In the presence of pyridine what happens? Suppose nitrogen is present, it has a lone pair of electron. It can donate this lone pair of electron to this sulfur. It can donate that lone pair to the sulfur. So whenever it is donating this lone pair to the sulfur, this is getting the pair of electrons reversed. Okay, and so what is formed is C R H and R2, and here O, S double bond O, and here a new bond is formed, and I am writing nitrogen like this, and here this is the pyridine. So suppose this is pi bond, pi bond, pi bond, and now nitrogen is getting the positive charge because it is getting 4 bonds. Okay. And next step, in the next step what happens means, here Cl is removed now, Cl minus, so minus Cl minus, and that Cl minus will now attacks, the Cl removed will now attacks, here Cl minus removed, that will attacks, the Cl minus attacks from the back side, not from the front side, because front side we are having a bigger groups, so Cl minus now attacks from the back side, and so what is formed is here, sorry, R1, and here we are getting C, and here Cl is there, and here H, and here R2, and because of this attack immediately what happens means this pair of electrons are shifting onto this, then this pair of electrons are shifting onto the nitrogen, so what are the remaining products we are getting is SO2 plus pyridine. As it is pyridine we are getting, so pi bonds and the lone pair containing. So the pyridine molecule formed again. This is SN2 mechanism. In SN2 mechanism, if you see, we are getting reactant OH group or nucleophile right side, but product Cl group is in left side. So this is called as inversion product. So inversion product is formed. Whereas in SNI reaction, we saw already that is a retention product. So SN2 mechanism in the presence of pyridine, in the presence of pyridine molecule, in SN2 mechanism occurs and inversion product formation occurs. Whereas in absence of pyridine, SNI mechanism occurs, the retention of product occurs.